Okay, I'm sitting in my boat getting ready for the James River tournament, and I've deleted and purged my Gen 3s. And usually I use this one for side scan, so I would be having a screen similar to that one. And then I set my little group up here with speed and water temperature and time, pretty much the same on every unit. But for this tournament, I'll probably use just a chart, and I'll set it up completely different than the other one. I've got this one already set on the Chickahominy, but I'll use the Lowrance chart on this one and probably be zoomed out most of the time. And then this one, I'm going to show you is how I deal with the tides on the Lowrance Gen III. You can see these little boxes. These are actually the tide stations all up and down the river. So that's about where Osborne Landing is. And as I scroll across here, you can see, I'll zoom out a little bit, you can see all those little boxes. Those are tide stations up and down the river. So you can see where the tide is at all times. And it's pretty cool. So you can see it's going out, just starting to come in right now, right in this area. So that's the Chickahominy River. So we are going to learn together here real quick, and we're going to go back to Osborne Landing, which is like right about there. And what you do is you click on one of those tide stations, and there's your tide chart. So you can see right now, June 30th, high tide is 2:54 a.m., low tide is 10:18 a.m. But what I'm interested in, and again, this is where we're learning together, hopefully we get some good news here. I want to look at what the tides are going to be like for the tournament, which is Thursday the 9th. So I'll click on that, and there you go, at Osborne Landing, 5:28. So before takeoff, it's going to be low tide, 10:40 is high tide. And then actually, a lot of people aren't going to be too happy about that. That's pretty bad. Actually, it probably couldn't get any worse. Then I'm going to scroll all the way over to the Chickahominy. It's quite a boat ride. And we're going to look by the interstate here in the Chickahominy. And I'm going to click on that tide station, and it'll show me the tide today. Again, we're going to go to the 9th. And there you go, 7:37 a.m. is high tide. So by the time guys are getting to the Chick, it's going to be high tide. Low tide is 2:10. And you can just do that up and down the river. There's 4 tide stations, I believe, on Lowrance in the Chick. So there's another one. There's another one. This is Lenexa. So it was, and then we'll go back to the 9th again. 3:52. So there's quite a difference, obviously, in different parts of the river. Now, I mean, that's very convenient on the Lowrance, especially the Gen 3. Real quick and easy to use. And then what I'll use this unit for is to make it even simpler. And this just takes a little time and practice, but it's the way I've always done it. So what I'll do with this one is just have a different map, like I said, the Lowrance map, have the Navionics on the other one, and I'll just hit waypoint. I'll go back over here to the tournament day. And I'll know that high tide is 7:37 on Thursday, first day of the tournament, and so on. And I'll just go in here, name the high is 7:37, low is 2:10. And then I use a specific waypoint that I can see, save it. And there it is on my screen. And then what I'll do is go to the next tide station and do the exact same thing. And for the tide stations, for different areas that I might fish, I might just do the math and say put another one, you know, just 3 or 4 miles away. Maybe I'd put another one right there. So anyway, that's how I deal with the tides, and Lowrance makes it real easy. I love these units, the Gen 3s especially. I mean, everything's touchscreen and real easy. Haven't had a single issue, and just love the units. So that's how we deal with the tides, and getting ready for the Bass Open on the James River. Heading out in a couple days.